Welcome back to Not in My Lifetime podcast, episode 46. We're back after a couple of weeks of no podcast. Really been a bit of a chill one, sort of get things sorted out. But we're here finally. Alex, mate, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel.
I'm all right, mate. Thanks. Yeah, it's good to be back. Work commitments and stuff. I mean, I can't be as prompt as I'd like to, but here we go.
No.
Carry on, and just you can crack on without me. So. It's nice to see that everyone else has kept it alive whilst the real man of the channel's not been here.
Exactly. No, but it's been good. Like, it's right. It's been a mad one. Like, not in a good way either. Not in a good way. It's been mentally exhausting without even getting a title race. Just really up and down. Like, it's been very old City, but not a bit different. Like usually when you City, it was like we knew we weren't great. We knew we weren't this. You know, we weren't a top half team meant to be doing way better than what we were. We were mid-table towards bottom half team. So it was obvious. You know, it wasn't always going to be that case. But when you're meant to be challenging for the top and you're one winning 13 and like that, it got to the point where even yourself, like, I know you were quite positive at the start that it was going to get better, and I think. I said to you it wouldn't, but that's because I was being, trying to judge it. I knew that I told me keep on the sort of hope that it would get better, but in reality, it just didn't in the end. And as a result, I wouldn't say we're completely finished. I mean, we've got signs of a good team, signs of it, but it's not perfect. It's not. We? Well, we got good players that come in.
Yeah, we have. I'm impressed with the new signings. Well, 3 of the 4 new signings so far. I can't say anything about the other because I know nothing about him. I haven't even seen anything. So,
but 15th, yeah, true.
Yes, we could.
But in February,
yeah, I've kind of lost the passion for it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I know why. I know why though. I know why you have, and I get it because. I think for you as well, especially as a fan that's been going for years, like when you see what the club's been like with the fans and the way they've sort of treated the fans, like I'm sorry, like it's been a bit of a disgrace. Like ticketing and the way they've done the away ends, it's been an absolute disgrace, honestly. Absolute
fucking
disgrace.
Farce. It's just it pisses me off because like it genuinely like don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't love City. Of course I love City, and I'm not going to stop going, but. It just like this whole season has really brought out the idiots, and it's really kicked the arse of those who are happy clappers. Now I'm not going to name who those happy clappers are. They're not on any channel. I'm not having a go at a channel or anything like that. But you know them on Twitter.
In general,
you know who they are, and they just drivel, constant drivel, and they've got thousands of followers. Blue tick idiots, not you, Luke, by the way. But yeah, and it's just the same old, and it's like, come on, really? Like, we've got far bigger issues at this football club at the minute than what a few signings is going to fix. And I think a lot of it will be fixed in the next month when the 115 is out. I really do. But I just think at the minute, like, I love going to City, but at the minute I'm not. And I just think I'm going, and it's just like I could do without this at the minute.
Yeah, the problem
I just feel so like And I don't know why. I think it's just. I think for me, Tuesday night epitomised the whole thing.
Oh, it did.
And
But the home end, mate.
really
Terrible.
annoyed me. And
Terrible.
like we've had people all season saying, "Don't boo the team, don't do this, don't do that." Well, I'm not booing the team when fans boo. They're booing the whole situation. They're booing the fact that 12 times this season we've been leading in the final 10 minutes and not won the game. You know, they're booing the fact that ticket prices are extortionate for a fucking Champions League semi-final, not even semi-final.
Playoff game.
Playoff game. You know, that is completely pointless, that no player wants to play in. Like, why, 40 quid for that? It's ridiculous. And I know City don't set those prices. I know it's partly UEFA as well, but they're just as bad. And it's like, I don't know. And then just that, like the amount of fans that I've never seen before. And I've sat in the same seat, I have since we moved to the Etihad.
Yeah.
The amount of people that I'd seen that I'd not seen before. Like, and I was sipping a pint of Guinness on Tuesday night, right? In the concourse, waiting to go down to my seat, just watching the TV, and I'm talking to my dad. This bloke walks over and goes, "Oh, they sell Guinness in here, do they?" I was like, yeah, they sell it in all Premier League grounds. Oh, I didn't know that. I've never been to a game before. And I looked, and I was like, oh, right, okay, and just kind of made a joke out of it. I looked at my dad after. I went, this is what we're dealing with here. How are they getting a ticket? And I left, and I was just like, and then you see that video of that lad having his hair clipped, and the amount, over 150 fans were removed from the stadium in the home end on Tuesday night. Because it's a disgrace, and it was just like, it really, really wound me up, and I was like, I ain't doing this again, and why? And we were seriously considering. We were chatting about it in the car going up on Saturday, and we'll get on Saturday. Saturday was brilliant. It was totally different, but Tuesday we'll just go into that, and we were talking about, like, do I really want to renew on the Champions League Cup scheme next season? Because if this is what it's going to be, I'm not wasting my money on it. It's a waste. It's a farce. And if we don't qualify for the Champions League and we get Europa League, these tourists ain't going to want to go. So, I'll 100% be in the Cup scheme. But I need to seriously think, if we qualify for the Champions League, whether I want to do it or not. Because
the problem is, mate, and this is like, you know me, I've been to a few games now, thankfully, I'm home and away now, so I've still had my sort of say on it. The thing is, for me, like, when I watch it, I mean, obviously, I'm a match day member. If I get a season ticket, I would, because I'd be able to go to most home games. I would. You want to do that? Because I absolutely love going.
Trouble is, you're going to struggle to get tickets over these idiots that keep getting them.
Exactly, because match day members like myself, right? If I get a ticket, I mean, like Plymouth, I can probably get one right now.
Plymouth will be,
yeah, but for me, right, I don't care if it's Plymouth, bloody Leyton Orient, or Real Madrid. If I can go to a game, I'll go to it because it's City. Yeah. But the reality is, these people don't go to game because because if it's Plymouth, guarantee it'll be all City fans that go, and rightfully so, because it should be City fans that go. The problem is, right, the club are just letting it happen because the club want money. But if you want money, you need a loyal fan base for that to work out. Bear in mind, right, if you're an American fan like Couchstem and so there's many other channels on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
You go to a game, you're a fan. Come on in, get part of it, and it's fine.
It's the ones that are just day tripping. That's what annoys me. Like you say, all these American channels, they're great. They would go to games if they could, but they live halfway around the world. Like, it's not feasible, it's not possible, but they do everything they can to follow City. I'm on about these people that are purely going there for the social media clicks and the social media clicks, the TikTok views, and their own personal gain, the day trippers. It's ridiculous. How did they get a ticket? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. How did they?
Membership stuff for you.
Like, you had to have you had to have been to so many games. Like, it is ridiculous. The only way that I can think that they're doing it is that we've got a load of people in, like, cup schemes and in the memberships that are buying these tickets and then flogging them on third-party websites.
Yeah.
that in itself is a joke.
Big up Spartacus, mate. Because the thing is, Spartacus is actually Brazilian himself. Obviously, he's big Brazilian football fan, obviously in general over there. Also big, City and kind of stuff. I've watched him a lot. He's been on a lot of Martin channels, obviously, and and how to say as well. But he'd agree with me as well. He agrees. It should always be a local fan base. I'm not local, but I'm a fan of the fan base. But at the end of the day, right, people would agree with me in the chat on this. The club should never go away from the fan base. The fan base makes the club what it is. Without yourselves, without anyone who literally live on houses near a stadium, them fans probably live there. They're just as important as everyone else is. But without us, you're nothing.
Yeah, and I get it. Like the previous comment then said football's worldwide. Of course it is. Of course it's worldwide, and we want it to be worldwide. I want to go to everywhere.
Big up the bill.
Everywhere in the world wearing a City shirt, and people being like, "Oh, Man City." I used to go on holiday when I was a kid in my City shirt with my family, and no one would know what that shirt was. That's genuine. Like no one would know who they were. Now I go anywhere, even in Mexico when I was there, wearing a City shirt almost every
Sorry, I
day.
love that. Stephen Ireland.
Stevie Ireland, Superman. Even in Mexico, New York, you're walking around, oh, City. We're huge. There's no doubt about that. No. But again, going back to Tuesday, like there was a whole school class of children, and I've got nothing against children going to City, but what I have got is the fact that two of them were in Liverpool shirts, one of them had a Real Madrid scarf, and one was in a United shirt.
The thing is, right, my cousin is...
Sorry, mate, no.
Well, my cousin, right, is been 13, 14 now, but he's been watching City since like he was like 8 or 9. But obviously been watching, and obviously, because I'm a City fan, he's been following it, messaging me about it, and I said to him because he has 2 months. I said to them both, right, as soon as he's old enough, I'll take him to a game.
Yeah,
I'm happy to. Now, for him, he's fine because he's grown up where we're playing, been brilliant, but you can't when you're born. You can't be born, like.
No.
But at the end of the day, right, if we're shit, he'll still be there because he loves the players now. He loves Jack Grealish, he likes Buddy Erling Haaland, the main guys, of course, you know what I mean? But he's a midfielder and he loves De Bruyne and stuff like that, and fair enough, I get it. But the reality is, right, the kids growing up in my family who love City because of me, because I kind of made that sort of stamp now in the family. But the thing is, even my own kids, right, when they grow up, because remember a lot of stories I would tell my kids about De Bruyne, Silva, Aguero. We've got sad when I talk about
that. Exactly. But I just think, like, if I was going, if someone said to me, Alex, oh, look, I've got a spare ticket to... Exactly. Someone said to me, oh, Alex, I've got a spare ticket at Anfield. Do you want to come with me? If it was just throwing a random game out there, Liverpool against Brighton. Yeah, okay. If I'm not doing anything, if it's my mate who's got a spare ticket and he's got no one to go with, I'll go with him. No problem. Football is football. I will go to any game. But
mate.
I won't wear a Man City shirt.
No,
it's ridiculous. Or I wouldn't, if I was taking my child, if I have a child and he turns around and says, Dad, look, I want to go and watch Shrewsbury Town against Leyton Orient. Okay, fine. I wouldn't let him wear a City shirt.
No.
Or a Wrexham shirt or anything like that. It's absolutely ridiculous. And what I don't get is how they're even getting in the stadium. What is the point in all these security checks? Bear in mind, Tuesday night, it was pouring with rain. It was freezing cold. Mm-hmm. Can you unzip your jacket? Can you take your jacket off? And so you unzip your coat, so you've got a jacket underneath and then another shirt, obviously. Oh, you need to unzip your other jacket as well. I was like, mate, it's freezing. He's like, I don't care. So I was like, okay. So I unzipped that one. Showed him I was literally in a City shirt. Did the scanning thing and let me in. I've got no objection to that. It's keeping us safe, right? Apparently. But how are these kids getting in rival club shirts?
Yeah, because, right, Liverpool, we're not moaning him. No, it must not we are. But in reality, we've got to call this stuff out. Because, yes, rivals are rivals, but they're idiots anyway. Ignore them. Yeah. They're morons. But if we're going to get this club, cool. Look, I'm not saying it's going to improve anything because the club probably don't care anyway, but I will still call this stuff out as far as Alex will, because apparently this isn't football. It's like a trip to theatre, but it's not. Yeah. It's a football ground where we go to games. honestly, I feel for Everton in the future, Newcastle, because Everton, that new stadium, by the way, are going to be the exact situation. Isn't it good? They will.
I just
So,
feel for the safety of these kids as well. All it takes is one bloke who's had far too much to drink.
okay, but why not? Like, it's a channel
Where
on
else are we
YouTube.
supposed to do it? Club don't listen. So, but I
No, they
I just
don't.
feel for the safety of the kids.
Yeah.
Like, all it would take is one pissed up massive bloke who's had too much to drink or snorted too much up his nose, because we all know what goes on at football, you know, to look at that kid and think, that's his dad, that's his teacher, they've allowed that. Go up to them, square up to them, and it all kicks off over a kid wearing a football shirt. It shouldn't be allowed.
No.
They shouldn't be. I've got nothing against them going to the game. They're kids, for Christ's sake. But they shouldn't be allowed to wear that shirt. And whoever signed that off, whoever thought that was a good idea, who allowed them to leave the house in the first place wearing that shirt, it's ridiculous.
Random people. Exactly. It's not even fans anymore. Like, the home end, right? I watched that Haaland penalty celebration. Did you see how muted the crowd was? It's like, that's not fans. They're all bloody tourists in there.
Everyone goes on about the South Stand like it's some godly tier. It's quiet.
It was at Real Madrid years ago. It was
that 4-0.
Yeah.
That 4-0's the exception, right, to the rule. And a couple of games that I've been to over the last sort of 5-10 years, they're the exceptions to the rules. But I can't name on two hands where the atmosphere has been that good. I've walked away and I was like, wow, that was incredible. Like,
exactly. How'd they get that? And I couldn't get tickets for that, but they did. How does that? I'm not even a season ticket holder, by the way.
I can't, and I've been a season ticket holder 20 years.
The thing, no, you're right. We are fair enough, but the thing is that isn't the point. That isn't the point we're making, mate. We're not going to go at that success. We're having to go at the running of the club in the ticketing, not
exactly.
The team. The team itself is a whole different story entirely. But the ticketing and the way the club it is needs to be called out on more. Because if you want to get this club back, well, I think for me in general in football, not just us, because I think football in general needs to be sorted out now. Because it's got to the point now where it's too corporate, it's too money oriented. I'm not saying
that's the problem. It's all about money. Like, they don't care whether I go or whether you go or anything like that. They've got absolutely no question. They're not asked about that. What they care about is XYZ going to the game, spending a shit ton of money in the club shop, doing this, that, and the other, buying loads of drinks, doing this, doing that, and then having the bump. They don't care. They care about bums on seats, not fans. And that's what we're calling out. We're not slagging off the club or anything, or the players or Pet. They're the best owners in the world, right? But these best owners in the world, as Tuesday proved, don't care about fans at all. No. They don't give a damn.
We are well run, but in that, and we're not. No, the thing is,
we're well run in terms of how the business is run.
Yeah,
we're not well run in terms of how fans are looked after in any way, shape, or form.
We're not worried at all. But the club's perfectly run, perfectly fine. For me, in that regard, we're perfectly fine. I trust the club to get players out and players in. That's fine. But what we're saying is, it's more about for the fan, because mate, this hotel's being built, this new stand being built, it's already massive. Right? I remember, right before that was being built, the club shop, the actual, the City Live stuff. That actually was quite cool. I like that because
it was really good.
I went around there, walked around. I met you the first time I went around there. Obviously, when I was games at that time, but. That for me, right, was how much I genuinely, and that was a great thing. I'm not against the club building a new stand. That's perfectly fine with me. Make it bigger, But the fact of the matter is, if we're going to do this, which I'm all for the club improving and getting bigger, absolutely all part of making the club in a bigger institution worldwide as well. We've got to call out the things that aren't so good, like Madrid, like Bath, like the away games. And also a certain someone who's been abusive to me and other people in the community is still get tickets to games. That person. So this is what I mean.
Saw on Tuesday.
I know. How should you get tickets?
Tells you everything. It's just no. The thing is, though, yes, I'm from a business side, 100%. I don't know anything about how to run a business, but what I do know is how to look after fans. Because I've been doing it. I'm 31 now. I've been 31 and a half. I'm 32 this year. I've been going since I was 6 years old.
26 years, what do you have?
This is my 24th year as a 25th year as a season ticket holder.
Conversation.
So, yeah, I have got as well as many others, and we're not the only ones saying this about how fans are treated. You've only got to look at social media to see that.
Yeah,
like I know how it should be run in terms from a fan point of view. That's why there's so many of those different sort of city matters and stuff like that. Exactly. And when the fucking league that we're in isn't even running the rules fairly.
I mean, seriously, because they got cut by the club legally, they're panicking, running around. You know what I mean, like, come on.
The government on how to make
they won't. No, honestly, they won't. The government won't do that because if it ain't legal, you can't rush the government and pretend it's legal. At the end of the day, right? The Premier League is running out of control. It's not. It's for me. It needs the master to be sacked. He has to leave his role. It's got to be.
It's untenable now, surely.
It is, because even if 115 works in their favour, they're still screwed because they've shown how badly run they are.
Yeah.
I mean, look.
I just think going back to the fans, we're not slagging off the club at all.
No, we're not, mate. No,
we're not. And if it comes across like that, then I apologise because that's not what I'm trying to say. Like I'm just trying to call out the fact that the ticketing system is total rubbish. There's no other way about it. And one way that the club can start to fix the issues that they've caused with ticketing is to say, like Liverpool did yesterday, I believe, Sunday over the weekend, they're frozen them for next season.
We should do the exact same.
City should do exactly. They should do the exact same, or go one better and reduce them.
Because they're right. The club, look, right. Haaland's shirt sales are probably made, I reckon, not for £100 million for it at this point now. Jack Grealish has, De Bruyne has. Mate, if we get Wirtz in the summer, that's going to get it through the roof. Marmoush in Egypt, Uzbekistan, Kusanov. This is what I'm getting at. Like, I'm not worried about the money. And look, by the way, mate, we'll have a go at you. You are right what you're saying. Like, the Premier League itself is mad. A lot of stuff going on. But I want to say my bit before we get on to actual games in a bit. Because we are going to go on the games in a bit now and discuss that in a bit. But before we got on a bit, I want to sort of discuss that a bit more first. But always have to compete. Yeah, I get that. I do get that. But I think the club still needs to remember where it's come from and the community it's got. Because if Manchester was a bit like London in terms of how it was run and that expensive, I understand completely. But the community around it is still, I'm not saying it's poor, but it's not as wealthy as the clubs in London, which aren't much better themselves anyway. London's a shithole. It really is. But, especially the certain parts around it.
I think in terms of season ticket, like my season ticket, when I tell people how much it is, they're quite shocked. And I've got no qualms. It was 690 quid for this year. So I don't know what that is in dollars for our American or Brazilian guys, but it was 690 British for the year. So, but that is only Premier League games. That doesn't take into consideration the League Cup, the FA Cup, the Champions League, and everything else on top of it.
Is that right?
There is absolutely no reason for them to up the ticket prices next year. Keep it the same. They would massively improve their PR if they do it. If they come out and say, look, we've frozen them or we've dropped them 10% or even 5%, or we'll give match season ticket members for 10 plus years, 5%. If you've had a season ticket for 5 years, you'll get 2.5%, something like that. Just freeze them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
because then you would literally make every single season ticket holder. You'd be like, okay, City, that's it. now we're moving in the right direction.
This is true, by the way. I understand. Sales spending power, sort of have revenue, club and stuff. I get it. I'm not I'm not saying I don't understand that the club obviously are where the club are for a reason. I'm not having to go. I bet it's difficult for them. If they could make it free for everyone, I'm not sure they probably would. But they've got to charge it at the right prices. I think it is why for me, right, City matters, all that stuff, right. There needs to be better communication between club and fans. If there is, I would not complain. Neither would you, Alex. No one would complain at all. Because I get when you're a big club, like we are now. You've got to make
exactly.
But I wish the club just did it better in different, in certain regards. But
I think the fact we've had, isn't it 10 years on the banks? We've had a price increase.
About that, I think, about that.
And it's gone up. It's gone up something like 250-ish on average.
It was very cheap. It was very cheap many years ago. I remember how cheap they were years ago, mate.
Well, I crossed over 3 bands in that time. I went from a child to 18 to 21 to adult.
Yeah, mad, isn't it?
So mine kind of went and then shot right up, which you expect when you go to an adult ticket. I get it, but it's the fact that since then, it's just every year up, and it just annoys people.
Yeah, right. On to the actual game. Yeah. So look, everyone comes up about it. We'll obviously bring it up and talk about it, but I need to say that as well. So did you. But Madrid at home, Newcastle, positive ending. Not positive ending, but Madrid. Now the team he put out, I was quite happy with. I thought the defensive way we were set up against them was actually quite good. Although I would have said if it was Bernabeu away, I'd been probably fine with it, because especially if we're playing away from home. But Nico, obviously, Newcastle, brilliant. Newcastle, brilliant. But I think as a backup Rodri, long term, fantastic. So I'm not worried about.
We're going to get them level performances, 100%.
Yeah, but Madrid at home. Madrid was shit, by the way. They were shit. I'm sorry. Going forward, dangerous. Of course they're going to be. Mbappe, Rodrigo, Vinicius Junior, Bellingham. That front four is deadly. I'm a big fan of Rodrigo myself. Love him. Great player.
Rapid, isn't he?
But I thought Gavardo did well against him, which I knew he would.
Yeah.
But the problem with us is, right, and you'll agree with me on this, we are our own downfall. We are our own downfall. We should have won that game. We should have done a lot better. We should have tapped more. Like, that defense was not anywhere near enough. The first goal, by the way, people often don't actually remember this, but the way Kev got the ball and passed it to Vardio, was it first time past Vardio to get the ball going to him. The passing movement there was unbelievable.
It was a fantastic goal. I said at the time, it's probably our goal of the season.
Yeah, Jack, by the way, I feel so sorry for him because he played really, really well the first half. We got subbed off, and this is where with me is Jack. He can do it. We've seen it. We've seen it. He can do it. The issue I've got is, can he do it consistently, and also uninjured?
He can't.
I can't question.
I think he struggles.
I cannot question his commitment. I cannot. Like, he does give his all for us when he's on the pitch. The problem is Marmoush and players like Savinho and players like that have, I think, better quality.
Yeah.
Consistently. And don't get me wrong, right? Jack's done some great things in his club anyway in certain games, but it's not consistent enough. And that's the issue I've got with it. And look, in the first goal, brilliant. Gavardio, brilliant in that move. Haaland, great finish. Haaland as well, great finish on the volley as well.
Yeah. This is, like I said, it's one of our best goals of the season. And
Haaland deserved better that game. He was brilliant. Penalty under pressure, good goal. He does. When he gets given service, you see a much better Erling Haaland. You always will do. And we know, for me, right, we know ourselves right that he is the issue this season. He's had bad games, of course he has, but he's been pretty good most of them. The issue we've got is we haven't had the team of legs in midfield to get in that ball consistently enough. Whereas at Newcastle we did. So, but in terms of Madrid, I mean, the 1-1, that 1-0, great goal. I think first half, I thought I played pretty well. First half.
First half we were good.
I mean, Ederson was good. Says Ake is brilliant. Kanji was brilliant for it to come off. The whole defense did well. Stones brilliant. DM. I can't fault anyone that first half. I really can't fault everyone. I mean,
well, maybe who was the one who committed the penalty that was given and then overturned because it was offside?
Edison.
Eddie clipped him, but who gave the ball away originally?
Was it
Josko or Akanji?
Hold on. I've got to try and find this because I don't want to say Kev. I don't think it was Kev.
Might have been Kev, you know.
Hold on.
But yeah, that was the only real negative from the first half, I thought.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was a Valverde pass over the top to Vinny. No one thought that. But no, I think for me, look, I mean, Kev, look, I get it. It's sad watching Kev because he's not a bad player, man. Like we've seen it. He has the quality still on the ball still. That's not gone, but the legs have gone, and
that's
it's like
the issue.
And it's
he can't run.
Again, we can't. We as fans can't for his commitment and work rate. He gives his fucking all for his club. Always has
the best
done.
Player to have worn the shirt.
But we got to move forward now. And you much love Kevin De Bruyne, but we got to move forward now. If it's Vert, something like that, sure. They're younger.
It's a real shame, though, isn't it? Because it's like it's letting the old guard go, but you've got to eventually. Look, we had to let Joe Hart go. Aguero go.
Yeah.
Company.
Yeah.
It happens. And he will still be the greatest player to have worn the shirt.
But because you're right, by the way. No, you are right. I do agree what you're saying about it. Look, back on that again, it is true. The owners have to make money. I get that. It's a hard one to really sort of because both sides are both right in what they're saying. Yeah, but yeah. That was it. Yeah, he lost the ball. Yeah, he loses the ball. But that's the thing. But the thing is with Kev, though, he's always done that, though. Because when you're a player like Kevin De Bruyne, you have to do that sometimes to sort of get on the ball, go for it. But the legs are gone. And Marmoush, for me, on Saturday, proved that we need someone with legs. Like him and Foden, brilliant together. Because Foden's got someone now he can work off of again. Like Marmoush and sort of. And I'm not saying Foden was perfect himself, but Foden... Second half, I think he came on to actually pretty much like he came on to Foden, but it's just it's the first half was great, but the second half, like the marking for that first Madrid goal. Now, obviously, the goal itself was lucky. The way he shinned it and it went in is what it is. I can't put Edison for that because that's just one of them goals that goes in. But the marking was terrible. You have to. Why are you leaving Mbappe unmarked in the box? What are you doing? Like seriously, that's really stupid. But then after that, right, we got the penalty. Foden got fouled. Haaland penalty, great penalty, penalty under pressure. And I say this season in the big games, Haaland pretty good, much better from Haaland in the big games. He's starting to. I think he's starting to step up now and do more. And I think also as captain, he was really good as well. Really good. I mean,
yeah, he had a really good game Saturday.
I'm not saying he should be captain. I think that's still Diaz Rodri, but in the future, Haaland 100%. Not right now though, but in the future, I think he will be captain. I reckon. But the thing is, though, the way we collapsed, though, that right. Before we get onto this, right, Edison, I love him. You have him, but that pass out was
what
terrible.
Is he doing? Why is he drop kicking a ball there?
If he needs to lob it up to Haaland, do it. He can do it. Long to Haaland, go to corner.
Roll it along the floor, like
game
out from the back.
management. Game management.
Roll it along the floor, or keep it for a few more seconds. Every other goalkeeper does. Take the booking.
And they chested it out to Vinny, to Breen Diaz. I was like, oh, just come on, man. Out for a corner at least. If it's a corner, cool. Get everyone back.
Yeah.
Clear it. Not chest it out right into the box again.
No.
I couldn't believe that, man.
That drop kick was a shambles. It's just he'd had such a good game as well. He played really well. Like, what more can you do though? You can't legislate for that. It was just one of those awkward, horrible moments but we all knew it was going to happen though.
The old City would have done game management. Well, no, the old City would have probably battered them 3 or 4-0. But for being real here, the issue was for me in the midfield was we didn't have a progressive player to get the ball up to the attack. Like Sevilla, bless him, was working his socks off, but he had no, one to pass the ball to get him down the wing. Now, obviously, he did a couple of times, but as I said before about the wingers, right? The wingers are brilliant. No issues with them at all. But as shown on Saturday, when you finally get the ball to them, they can get on with it and do stuff.
Yeah.
And that's where we've had issues. And
Yep.
in that game, no DM. Stones did well, but he's not a DM like Nico is. Stones could do that role with Nico, not on his own. And when he brings on Gundogan, I was like, oh, for God's sake. I was like,
I know.
I was like, mate, look, I love Gundogan, man, but it was the wrong move. It's the wrong move.
I just thought, what is he doing? And everyone's like, oh, he's got to because De Bruyne's losing his legs. He can't do it. He can't do it.
McAtee then. McAtee was not on the bench then.
Exactly. I was like, Nico is literally on that bench. He's literally on.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I didn't think the chest was a mistake. To be fair, I thought it was. I agree with that. It was too fast, but he's got to kind of. It's one of those saves, isn't it? It's just reactionary. Yeah. It's hit him, and then he's gone to react to it, but he's never going to catch it. It's just really unfortunate that it's rebounded where it has. Yeah. And it was. I thought it was a good save initially, a good strong save, but that's where you need your defenders to react to that ball quicker, and then help get rid of it. But then, yeah, like you say, the kick was just, what is he doing? Why is he doing that?
Yeah, I know. So open 20 minutes exactly, and I think look again. I can't fault it. He is tracking back a lot better now. I've noticed that. It's good to see him learning at least. But I'd rather have Savio up the pitch. He's better. He's not tracking back. Fine. We need to track back. Do it. But when we don't do it constantly, it's like it's gonna be knackered.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a frustrating one because I think that goal just was undeserved. Madrid, look, fair enough, they won the game because of mistakes and they took their win. But if we would just managed it was 2-1 us. All right, it's not perfect, but I'm taking a 2-1 win to their place. But when you're 3-2,
somewhere to defend. Now we've actually got to attack.
Yeah. Now the third goal. Oh my God, Kovacic! What on earth are you doing?
We've got some clowns, haven't we, who keep saying that he should be player of the season. Okay, now
it's Gavardio for me anyway, but that's me. Gavardio's been one of the
he's up there. I think he's got to be in the conversation, but Kovacic is nowhere near it, man.
He was at the start of the season, but he's fallen off massively. Arsenal away, what the hell was he doing there? And Madrid, that pass. What are you doing in the 90th minute doing that pass? I'd rather him do head out for a throw-in.
I was just going to say, head the ball out then.
When in doubt, hoof it out. I don't care if it's out. Get someone back. I just feel like for me, this team. Joe Watts Barkers, you're right. I actually thought he did it right. Considering he was against Vinicius Junior, right? We know what he can't do. He did his best. Is it what we absolutely need right back? No. Near right back in the summer. But for that goal, Kovacic literally threw out on the bus there because that ball was played so awkwardly that you'll eventually get the ball straight away. And Ederson coming out for that goal. What are you doing? Yeah. He stays in goal. Vinicius has nowhere to go. He shoots, it's saved. Bellingham's marked by Stones. It ends 2-2. It's not ideal, but it's 2-2. Big up, Steve, by the way. Big up. Let's be real. We're not.
No.
Even if we win on Wednesday, mate, Leverkusen and bloody Let's Go Dread will cook us, mate. The way we're playing. And that team on Saturday, play like that every game, you could win it. You could win it. The problem is with this team is I have no idea if that's why we're going to be going forward or is that a one-off game? Because Forest 3-0. Remember that game? Oh, we're back. We're okay now.
We all know it's a one-off game because he's just going to change the system again tomorrow.
Yeah,
he'll drop Marmoush and put De Bruyne in there.
Yeah,
he'll take out one of the wingers and he'll put Jack in there, which will just slow the game down.
Yeah, for me it has to be that team Saturday. No, we'll get on Saturday in a bit anyway. But yeah, right. Saturday. Look, Madrid was talked about. Bernabeu away on Wednesday. We know what we got to do there. But we'll get on to Bernabeu after.
Don't get humiliated.
Yeah. Now, Newcastle. Much better.
Breath of fresh air, that was.
I was like, bloody hell, it's nice. Where's this been all season, man?
I walked out smiling. I walked out of the Etihad with a grin on my face.
Now, we'll go for the whole team. Edison, great assists from Marmoush. Great ball out to him. And Marmoush's finish was unbelievable.
Oh.
Right. He's going to be a good player for us, mate. He will be a fantastic player for us. And as I said before, we got to get the team around him like that provides service to him. Hull and Marmoush together is brilliant because Marmoush can be a striker as well, can help out a little bit as well. And Hull needs help as well. So Hull hasn't got all the pressure on him all the time.
Yeah,
you got that's what we need. Marmoush for me, go long term is a big part of this team going forward next season, the season after that to come. And also, he's just got the hunger to score, wants to keep proving himself. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And then I thought Rico did well right back against Gordon. Did a pretty good job. I thought he did. I mean, it's Gordon as well. Fair play. Can't knock the performance. Did well. Kushinov, brilliant.
What a performance that was.
He will be a good player for us long term. Long term.
Yeah. To be honest, you couldn't say anyone scored below 7.
No.
I thought it was as close to perfect as we've been all season.
Kushinov and Vitor Hayes are long-term players that are going to do very well for us. I mean, right now, they're both young. They need to learn a lot more. But Kushinov has the aggression. Vitor Hayes is like Stones in a way. But he's going to be a good player for us long-term. But he's 18, so he's very young, long ago. But good players that will provide a lot more to us going forward. Stone was brilliant. Stones and him, Kushinov together, brilliant balance. Because Stones is a bit more senior than him, telling him what to do. But can't fault the defence. I thought Gvardiol was good as well. The back line did their jobs brilliantly. And
there was a couple of moments in the first 5 minutes, wasn't there, that was a bit like, whoa, what are we doing here?
Yeah, no,
I mean, like, and Eddie made a save, didn't he?
Steve, I beg that's not the truth.
We were brilliant. And he said that, no way the same team plays. I'm sorry, that's on the manager for me. If he doesn't see that is the closest to perfection we have been all season, then that's on him. Because every City fan in that stadium will tell you the same thing. That, even Newcastle fans were saying that City team played so well against the Newcastle team that is flying, by the way.
Bruno, Tonali, midfield.
Yeah.
Best in the league.
They said, they were walking out saying, that City team bossed us. They made us look bang average. And we did. We absolutely did. And the reality is, tomorrow, there's absolutely nothing to lose.
Go for it.
If we get beat 5-0, it makes no difference whatsoever.
If we win 2-0 or 3-1 go through, then
a draw, we're out. A draw, we're out. A loss, we're out.
Just go out there and just
we have to win the game. So why would Pep want to play these players that have come back in that didn't play Saturday that are going to slow the whole thing down? It wouldn't make any sense to me. He's not going to play the same team that played on Saturday. And I know I'm just going to be sat here this time tomorrow, wound up because he's not played the same team.
If I see Gundogan, Bernardo again, I'm going to fucking flip my like. Oh, mate, because look, that OAP midfield, mate, get it gone. You got Nico for a reason. He's a DM. Look, I don't care, right? They put Nico Bernardo. That's fine.
Yeah.
But have Nico playing. He's a DM. He can mop up. Look, Newcastle wasn't perfect for him. No, but he showed what he can do. He can defend. He can mop up. He can help out the defense. That's all we need. Also right back as well. Long term, do right back. But for the moment, that's fine. Nico Bernardo, Kovacic, good. Not cover for me. Not cover. I think good. Bernardo, fine. Maybe Kev, but I'm not having cover.
Kovacic should be nowhere near it.
Yeah. And honestly, I think for me, right, and look, Nico Gonzalez, by the way, I thought was very, very good.
Oh, he was brilliant. What a not debut, but was
first
like
game,
debut. What a first start like in the league that was. Yeah.
Defended well, progressed the ball well. He's like a mini Rodri, and that's what we needed. That's what we need. A Rodri, because it gives Rodri a break as well with that fit. So let's say Rodri, right? I have a rest today, Nico. So I'll play both together if you want to. Because I'd be the same to watch them together. One sitting back, one going forward. They're brilliant to watch. See, it's the thing. The thing is, right? Look, I get maybe Kushinov, like if it's Diaz Stone, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with Diaz from back on the team. I'm fine with it. I think Kushinov for me will be a long-term player anyway. He'll be long-term anyway. But Marmoush should play.
The thing is, if Kushinov doesn't play, that means Nunes is right back.
Because Rico right back, I'm not against Rico being right back, but it's not perfect, is it? It's not ideal, is it? It's not what we want really. Because I can't fault Rico's commitment. I really can't fault it at all. But he gives it all for us every game. But he's not a right back. He never has. He's not. Like
I don't know what he is.
He's a midfielder that we can't use. Like for me, if you get like look, apparently Pep wants to go for flat wing backs going forward next season. So like for Frimpong and that, I'm fine with that because at least if you have 3 centre backs playing and 2 wing backs, that's fine to me. But we got to make sure that with the 4 backs in the summer, it's the right choices because they're going to be huge for us. Because you know what I mean? Because I just think like tomorrow it's going to be all about early goal. You get an early goal because if we do not get an early goal,
they'll shit themselves. If we score first, then they have to come. They have to sit back. They have to start pressing. They have to start moving. But then we're in exactly the same position starting, so it's on us.
Yeah, the thing is, right, if we win tomorrow, we win, then we're in the last 16. What? And not the final, last 16. 2 more games to go, more after that. Like, don't get me wrong, right, it'd be nice for us to go through and see how far we can go. I've seen worse City teams get far. So, you know, but it's just, Madrid's one of them teams, right, look, for me, in terms of Champions League, I can't see Madrid winning it really this year. A better team will beat them over 2 legs. And I've got Mbappe, I've got that, but I just feel like there's.
It's like us, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Bernardo. Oh, I'm not against it if as long as Nico plays. If he drops Nico, I'm turning off the TV. I'm not watching it.
I don't even know what to expect. Excuse me, but
that's fine. Stones, Diaz, yeah, that's. I'm right with that. That's fine. Like Stones right back ain't perfect, but it's what we've got right now. I'm fine with it. Just, I think that's probably
Stones play 3 games in a week though.
Well, so far so good. He made 2 so far. He made 3.
That's what I mean. Is he capable of doing it again?
Look, if he can, mate, brilliant. Because I love John Stones. We all do.
Yeah.
But it's them legs, man. It's just as soon as there's too much pressure on it, keep going right back. Yeah, that I do agree with. I think I wouldn't be playing him right back against Vini Jr. That's because one mistake, 1 red card. That's just.
I think the only reason people want him to play there is because he's got pace.
That's all he's got, and I'd rather have him play centre back.
His pace is frightening.
It's brilliant.
He lost the ball at one point on Saturday, and his pace to win it back was unbelievable.
Like Carl Walker, wasn't it? In a way, yeah. Which is brilliant.
The recovery was outstanding, and he got a standing ovation at the Etihad. It was like, yes, go on. It was brilliant.
But he's not a right back. Right back's a whole different position to centre back.
It is, but I think I don't know. I'd start him right back purely because of the pace to match up to Vinny.
I know what you mean. But
the only other option, if it's not him, well, the only 2 options are 2 options that no one wants.
Rico and Nunes. Look,
and I'm Nunes' biggest fan, but I don't want him to play right back.
He's not a right back at all. I mean, he's trying his best, but you want a defender playing there.
Yeah,
you want with Nunes, right? I'm fine with playing midfield on the wing. That's fine, but right back, Pep, come on, because
it's like playing Diaz at striker.
It's not wrong, right? He gives it all, but he's not a striker.
Yeah, it literally is. I said it to someone the other day. I was like, they're on about like Nunes playing right back, saying, "Oh, he's shit when he does it," and I'm like, yeah, it's like Diaz playing Haaland position.
Yeah,
I'm like, it just doesn't work because they're not built for that.
Yeah. Now going back to the actual game on Saturday, I thought Gundogan played brilliantly. It was brilliant.
Yes, because he's actually got someone competent next to him,
and he's given freedom to go forward. And say he's not Gundogan's not a bad player. He's not. He's still brilliant, but he's just You got to play a DM to allow Gundogan, Coleman, Bernardo, De Bruyne to have their fun. You can't have.
Well, he's staying next season now, isn't he? Because he's triggered the clause.
Whatever, Gundogan might leave for summer. Anyway,
he'd have to be sold then, wouldn't he? Because he's triggered the
Turkey apparently. Turkey. Yeah. Look, I love Gundo, and I never ever criticise him. Also,
no,
it's just, but it was the wrong move. It was the wrong move in the summer. It should have been Bruno Guimaraes or something like that in the summer, but the club messed it up, and they're gonna get right in the summer to get right players in. But yeah, I thought he played well. I thought Foden played really well. He didn't get any contributions, but I thought it was nice to see him back, confident running. Savinho was brilliant. I know you yourself have been always criticized. I get why you're criticizing him. I do, but I think
he's definitely with Savinho though. You can see the improvement every week. I still don't think that his final ball is there yet. I still think that when he gets into that position, he's still a bit like, what do I do? And then 60% of the time you'll get one and it's good ball. But he's not really in that position to put it on a plate for anyone yet. But he's getting there.
Yeah. It's time. He's 20 years old, 21. Yeah. So the guy will be an unbelievable player for us in the future. I reckon he'll probably be one of our best wingers.
You can see it. You can absolutely see it. You can see it in a player that when they are improving, the signs are obvious that they're getting there. And he's one of those players right now that you think, okay, yeah, you've had way more positive moments this season than he has negative ones, which is
that double
a lot.
That double nutmeg was brilliant. I said before,
the confidence to do that as well in the position that we're in against a very good Newcastle side.
Therefore, don't let his skills go away. Let him do that because he's good at doing it. He's good at. Therefore, he's an old school Brazilian winger. He's not the modern day one. He's a very like the Neymar, the Neymar's the day, Robinho's back in the day, Ronaldinho, that kind of skill player. And for me, they're good players when they know what they're doing with that final ball that you said. Let them have their fun because they will help you with that. Because in terms of service, obviously for Harlem Marmoush so far, obviously we're seeing it more and more now with the assists now. It's like 9 assists now, I think. But obviously getting close now to it. So it's good. It's good seeing that we're actually getting somewhere obviously with him now. And I thought Marmoush was brilliant. Yeah. He was. I think the Arsenal game and the Chelsea game. I mean, Arsenal, I felt sorry for him because that wasn't his fault at all. That game, that was a complete team letdown. He just, what can you do when the rest of the team lets you down there? But Arsenal, brilliant. Madrid, I was like, why on earth you bring him on that late in the game? Like, I'd have brought him on earlier.
Yeah, it's fucking pointless. Absolutely pointless to bring him on against Real Madrid. Complete waste of a sub. But I thought, to be honest, first half, outstanding. What an individual first half performance that was. His finishes were off the charts.
That first
second half, he kind of, I don't want to say faded because that's the wrong word, but he relaxed a little bit.
But
he still did everything right.
Yeah.
He still did absolutely everything right. But you could see the kind of tactics change second half, I thought.
That was fine.
Yeah. I could see that they kind of went in at half time, 3-0 up. And it was almost as if Pep had said to them, right, do not rush for a fourth goal.
No need for it.
Stay professional and see the game out. You've got 45 minutes now. You're 3-0 up. You're playing really well. There's no need to go all gung-ho and do the same again. If the fourth goal, fifth goal, whatever comes, great. Don't force it. And it was brilliant second half. I thought the second half was better than the first, personally.
Oh, it was, yeah. I think because the first half, right?
The job was done in the first half. The second half was all about how professional we are and how much we can hold it, given what we've done. And against, again, a very good Newcastle side.
Yeah. Do you know what it is about Marmoush? I love about him, right? He's obviously the word aura goes around him, but the way he is on the pitch, though, like he's always ready, on the ball. Like, give me the ball. Competitive. But the thing is, the way he has that Haaland celebrate him as well, I love that. Like, competitive to see them both to get goals. That's what we need in the team.
Yeah.
Because Haaland knows that he's got someone there in his team that I can get that ball, put it back in the net. as well as him. Because look, Haaland obviously is the main striker. He is. He's the main guy getting the goals. But at the end of the day, right, I want other players around him to start stepping up with themselves with goals. And Marmoush does that brilliantly. So long term, he's gonna be a good player for us. Steve's put his team there: Ederson, Stones, Diaz, Guardiola. I wouldn't be against that team. I think KDB and Bernardo. I'll probably replace someone. Oh, I don't know. It's a hard one that because I would play Foden in the
Just
midfield.
seeing this one now. Ederson, back four of Josco, Stones, Diaz, Lewis.
Okay.
Holding midfielders, Nico and Bernardo.
Right.
And then three, so Marmoush, De Bruyne, and Savinho with Haaland up top.
I'm actually right with that.
That could work.
Because just tell Kev.
Look, I don't think we're going to win the game. I've got no expectations. I don't think we're going to win the game. But we've got nothing to lose at the same time. We've got nothing to lose. So we may as well try and gain everything.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's mad, bro. Fair play. Wow.
Nice one, mate. That's cool.
To be fair, like Minera are a good team for producing good talents. Like, is it Palmeiras? Is got Jesus from, isn't it? In the past as well, and obviously Vitor Hayes as well. So we do sign some good players from Brazil. We do well, apart from Robinho, but we do sign some good players from Brazil. And so I think Savinho definitely is a player that will be a good player for. I think long term he's gonna be a great player for us. Long term, I'm looking forward to seeing what he does like next season, the season after that, a couple of years in England, be brilliant.
Yeah,
Marmoush, he's a very smart. I watched him a bit of Frankfurt in Germany as well beforehand, and he looked brilliant there. I said before about Germany, it's very similar to our league, very similar. Look at De Bruyne over there, look at Haaland over there, look at Gundogan, look at Aubameyang. They come out of the Premier League and do really well because Germany and the style of play over there is very similar to what it is over here. So it's a very physical league. So they're used to it over there. So I knew straight away Marmoush, he's fine over here. So I knew straight away he'd be good. And he's one of them players that, for me, it's going to be an issue for other teams. Because like Rudiger, we're on Haaland on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like, shit, Marmoush is there. You know what I mean? So we've got someone now who can play that role. So I shouldn't realise how important he'll be, Marmoush, for us going forward now. I think because the attack's been lacking for a while now. I think having this freshness now with Savinho, buddy, Marmoush, Doku as well, with the team as well when he's fit. We've got some good options now, finally, which is good. And also Bob as well. Bob was back as well, which would be good. So options wise, I think attack wise going forward, I'm fine with it now. I'm fine with the attack. The attack now, we're all good now for long term. Midfield needs sorting out desperately. I don't care. It still needs sorting out. Nico's a good long term player for the future, but we need someone who's going to help out in that midfield. Because so yeah,
we'll get it in the summer, I think.
Echeverri, by the way, is another player I'm looking forward to watch him. He looks a very good player. I mean, I think Wirtz to me is a weird one because I don't think we necessarily need Florian Wirtz, but I think
I'd love Wirtz to sign for City. It's like before we'd signed Haaland, he is like the one that you think if you could pluck anyone out of the world to sign, who would they be? He would absolutely be in my top three, if not top two. If I could sign anyone, I think he is brilliant. Yeah. And his potential ceiling is ridiculous. So if you wanted anyone to come in and to replace De Bruyne, he's got to be the number one choice.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're going to sign him.
No. For me, because I read up, right, Wirtz's player that he grew up watching was his hero. It was Kevin De Bruyne. Although Odegaard's, there's a lot of players love Kevin De Bruyne. And I can't blame them.
Exactly.
The guy, right, is a world superstar, right? And he's the most chilled person you possibly be. Like, generally, you met him in person. He's the most loveliest, chill guy, chats to you. But it's because he's a family man, isn't he? Family man, wife, kids, but doesn't go out a lot. But on the pitch, when he's on it, out as well to watch. And yeah, I think Echeverri for me, right, coming into this team now with Marmoush and Savinho, right. If he can get in this team, it gives him a chance, right. I'm not saying start games, but Give him a chance to come in the team. Have opportunities on the bench. Because I think McAtee's a good player, but he's off in the summer. He's off. I think he's a good player, McAtee, but he should be on the bench. Shouldn't be at this point. He's 21, 22. He needs to be playing games. Anyone get that? Us? I know it was Steve, but then again, he's the same guy that said that. Wait, I'm joining United, not City. You remember that? Like, he thought he joined United.
Yeah.
Robinho, mate. Like, he's a good player, man. But come on, he's played for Cruzeiro. Oh, Cruzeiro. I don't know. Yeah, we'll play for Atletico. But damn, man. George Sparkers, let me know you actual Twitter at some point. I'll just read on message you. I mean, you could have a stream talk about Brazilian football, because I think that's always a good one to talk about, because Brazil's a very, very good league. Very good league. That Argentina, both very good professional leagues that have produced some unbelievable players over the years. I think it'd be good to have a chat with you about that, because honestly, I do try and watch it where I can. It's not always available over here, sadly, unless you watch on VPN. But it's when we sign players from other leagues, right, like Argentina and Brazil, I get excited. I think, ooh, okay, because I think
don't know anything about them. So,
no, but it's new player. And look, I know Kaiki is another player that doesn't work out, but Savio has. Some players do, some players don't work out. But it's who you get and who you scout is the important thing. I do think. I think Echeverri will do well. I think Alvarez did well for us, so Echeverri will do well for us as well, I imagine. He's CDM as well. Oh, damn it, man. He used to be a DMCM. I mean, that's for us right now, mate. Rodrigo and Pedri. Do you know what, right? Pedri's a good player. Pedri's a good player.
He is.
Rodrigo. With Rodrigo, though, I think that's a player that I think he's someone that if he wants to leave Madrid, we get him. But I can't see it happening until he wants to leave. Exactly. Wirtz is literally KDB regen. He is 100%. I think he's left wing. He's a good player, Asubia, brother. He's another one that Argentina team Echeverri, that's pretty good. So I mean, we have one to sort of look at. That is true. That's what I think. I think Echeverri deserves a chance to have a go. I'm not saying he's the one.
I think you've lost your sign, mate. Sound's gone, I think.
Hold on.
There we go.
Yep, there you go. That's weird. Sorry about people. What happened there?
No, I thought it was just me for a second.
Right. I bought a new mic, so it's the mute button's right on the edge of it. I think I must have hit it by accident. Sorry, people. I'll carry on what I was talking there. Sign language. Yeah, I know. I don't know how long I was not talking for there, but for God's sake. All right. Yeah. No, I think Echeverri for me long term is going to be a player that I think will replace McAtee. Then McAtee I think will be gone in the summer for he'll probably be gone for any sort of I can't speak about it. Kev obviously off for Wirtz. I think some players will obviously leave in the summer anyway, but yeah. Yeah, look, I mean, to be honest with you, Sparkles, I do understand. I think the actual Brazilian leagues now, I mean, years ago, they were massive. Like Neymar coming out of there. Yeah, a lot of like Marcelo as well. A lot of Brazil players that. Well, Brazil now, as a national team, is pretty average now. Like they've got good players, but overall, it's terrible. Like, V Junior as a player for Brazil is terrible. Savio's good for them, so did Rigo, but they're average, mate. They're very average team now, Brazil.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Because they've dropped off quite a bit in recent years. And you literally look at like Brazil over the years, and you grew up with them being amazing.
Ronaldo, Rivaldo, yeah.
Yeah. Now they're nowhere near it.
It's sad, really, but yeah. It's one of those things, I think, where it's just football, and some teams just aren't the same anymore, which is a shame. But yeah, but no, Newcastle wise, 4-0. McAtee got a goal. Good goal, Haaland let off to him.
Good finish from McAtee as well.
On the volley as well, great finish, yeah. So no, honestly, I'm genuinely impressed. Like, I mean, the squad we've got is good. It's just that I think we both know, and the chat knows, that it's one game. It's one game with how many? I'm not knocking it. It wasn't just 1-0 was lucky. It was a 4-0 performance that was dominant, clean sheet, and all that. But we've got to see this every game.
Yeah.
Every game. We can't just see it this game, that's it.
Yeah. I totally agree. It's got to be consistent. Just keep going and keep pressing, keep doing what we did on Saturday. Look, if we repeat Saturday, we go through.
Yeah. Now look, for me personally, right? I'm not thinking about who we get next. But I don't care who we get next because right now it's Madrid first. Madrid's who we're playing. Like if we get through on Wednesday, right, it'll feel like a massive win. But easily, I'm like, right, that's one win. Cool. Right, next game. Because it sounds mad how Madrid's like the playoff game, but that's how it is now. Well, it's not a quarterfinal or a semi-final now, is it? It's literally a bloody final in a playoff. Like it's all about getting this right. So. But I think after that, though, for me, it's not just this. Also, FA Cup. I mean, FA Cup, though, must be a win. You have to win that now. Like, if you can't beat United, mate, get in the bin. Get in the bin. They are terrible, mate. Their bench on Sunday was under 18s.
Do they play on the Sunday?
Huh?
So we've got Plymouth on the Saturday, late game.
Fulham at home. Fulham will beat him. Fulham will beat him.
But we obviously can't play at home on the same day, I'm sure. So they must be the Sunday as well.
Yeah, they're on Sunday. So we're on Saturday, they're on Sunday. Yeah. The thing is, mate, we should be beaten.
You say, just get in the fucking bin if you can't. What is the point? Well, we couldn't, so.
Even Brighton beat them. Newcastle, you could beat any one of those teams remaining in the FA Cup. I'm sorry, right? I think the season's an automatic failure anyway if you can't win the FA Cup at this point. No Liverpool, no Arsenal, no Chelsea. You have to win at this point.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think we should be going all out for it, to be fair. Because it might, I'm not saying it will, it might be our only route into Europe.
A minimum, though, of 4 Premier League teams will go out next round.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Because there's 4 all Premier League ties.
I said minimum because if Plymouth beat us, like, oh, God.
Yeah, minimum of 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that would be, so it's round 5, isn't it now? And then it'd be quarters. So this is to play for the quarterfinals, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got to make sure we win.
Yeah. Oh, well, fucking surely we'll beat Plymouth.
And hopefully Bob's fit for that. I want to see Bob play at some point.
Yeah. Be nice to see Bob back.
To be fair, if you ask me, we get top 4, but they get relegated, but no trophies, I'll take it. Just a lot. Imagine, Alex, imagine the world if United went down the last 2 seasons to Aston Villa and beat them. How would you feel?
Do you know what, right? I'm of that City fan who is just the Bert in me would basically rather City finish 17th and win fuck all season if United get relegated.
I'll be laughing there hysterically because imagine they went down, mate. Imagine the fume from Goldbridge, these idiots on Twitter. If they went down. Imagine.
Or if they finish like 17th. That would be hilarious in itself.
If Everton beat them on Saturday and West Ham win their game, they're 16th.
Yeah, I know.
In February.
Yeah. The only teams below them, right, are Wolves and the 3 promoted clubs.
Ipswich are probably the best out of the 3. Leicester, Southampton are fucking terrible. So, you know what I mean? If they went down, mate, honestly, it would be the most hilarious.
They won't. Surely they're too far ahead now.
Mate,
what are they, like 8-9 points ahead, maybe even 10?
Look at their injuries, mate. No Diallo out for the season, no Maino out for the season.
It'd take a massive swing from teams like Wolves and Leicester.
Yeah.
Because Southampton are as good as down, aren't they?
Exactly.
Southampton have gone. Who's the next one? Ipswich. Leicester maybe could do it, couldn't they? And Ipswich.
The thing is, Delat's been playing well this season.
Yeah. But you need teams like Wolves. Well, Wolves have got to play United at Wolves.
Wolves back, man. Could be, mate. The thing is, right, I feel for Wolves fans because I think Karras, look, Sean, I'm sorry for Karras, but Cunha will be off to a,
I think most Wolves fans accepted that. Give him
and,
this season, stay up,
yeah,
and
he'll be
then
off.
you can go.
If
You'll get 70 odd million for him. So
if I'm Newcastle, Cunha and Wemo, it instantly improve that
and
team.
Isak.
Yeah, imagine Isak, Wemo, and Cunha.
With
That's
Anthony Gordon, Tonali, Guimaraes behind you.
And Jonathan as well. So I that's who they need to get top 4 European football. I think look, Newcastle will be not far away at all, but they need better players at the back, better players there. But they have a good team going forward. Yeah. I think if they got, I think Brian Mbeumo is the perfect player for them, at right wing, because
from Brentford.
Him and Wissa are too good for that team. Way too good for Brighton. Sorry, Brentford.
I think Brentford are quite underrated, you know.
They are, but them two players should be playing at better teams now. Brentford,
I agree with that.
Brentford are a mid-table team. That's not an insult. I like Brentford, but they're not going to be getting European football anytime soon. They haven't got a team for it. I think Whether and Wissa in better teams and challenge of Europe, brilliant. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Look, United for me, right? If they went down, like, look, that's the thing. We don't know because, like, especially with their staff getting fired week in, week out, everyone's getting sacked. The stadium's falling down.
I'd be livid if they went down though, because we'd be in the league. We'd have to go a season at least without playing them.
No, but mate, just watch the face. Just watch the face. Stevenage at home.
Wrexham away.
Oh, mate, if Wrexham beat them, I'd laugh. I would laugh if Wrexham beat them.
They went down and Wrexham went up.
I love it. I'd be proud of Wrexham. Go on, Wrexham. I love it. Oh, mate. I genuinely, right, I think, right, if United went down, I don't think they'd come back up straight away. It sounds mad. I don't think they would, because that club is in a mess. Like, we're not great ourselves on current form, whatever, but in terms of club running, we'll be all right long term.
Yeah.
That club, mate, is an absolute shit show. Have you seen, like, the news around them, the way that Ineos are being with them, the way they're being run? No players, mate, in January.
Well, a good
left back.
A good friend of mine, he does, like, one of his things that he does is like Ironman running. So he does the running, the cycling, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he has said constantly, since Ineos took over at United, Ineos ruined the greatest cycling team this planet has ever seen when they took over that Sky one.
Yeah. Ineos just they're a joke, mate. Absolute joke. Yeah. Look, I think. Look, in terms of tomorrow, mate, bring it on.
Yeah. What will be will be. What will be. If we go out. So be it.
Yeah.
We don't deserve to go through anyway.
No.
We didn't deserve to even be in a playoff, given where we finished in the league table. So.
Yeah. I think for me, if we get through, cool. But I'm not going to be going mental. I'm like, right, cool, well done. Next game then. Let's see because if we beat Madrid, right, then go out to play Leverkusen, right? Like, what's the bloody point? like if you beat Madrid, right, you have to win the whole thing. You have to. Like, remember that year, right, where we beat Madrid both legs, and then we went out to Lyon 3-1.
Yeah.
That was the most embarrassing game I've watched in my life. Like, out of all them, mate, Lyon was the one.
That was the one-legged, wasn't it? Because we won at the Bernabeu.
Won at August, because is it one game? Yeah. So
yeah, we won at the Bernabeu, didn't we? 2-1. Was it Jesus and De Bruyne?
Jesus and De Bruyne, and then De Bruyne, mate, and then Sterling missed open goal. It was that way.
Yeah, that was Lyon, wasn't it?
That game, mate. I was angry. I was genuinely angry at that game because
didn't we get to the final the following season?
We did to Chelsea. Then Pep didn't play DM against Chelsea. He played Gundogan. I was like, you have Rodri or Dino on the bench, and you play.
Imagine benching Rodri now.
I'm like, Pep, get out. Get out. The thing is, right, I bet Pep thinks I was an idiot He won't admit it, but he does. I was a moron there because if you generally, if we had a DM there, no, how much would not score that goal? And also, for me personally, I'll probably put Aguero that game, that final game, because what else you got to lose? His last game. But yeah, one of those games, mate. I always wonder, what if Pep just played the right team? We might have won the whole thing. We might have won a League Cup, Premier League, and Champions League. Maybe a quad, mate. If we beat Chelsea that same final, who could be the quad? That's how mad it is. That's how mad it is for that.
We'd have done 2 trebles.
Yeah, well, and also twice. Like, what was it? The League Cup.
League Cup, didn't we, in the league?
Southampton, that embarrassing Southampton game that we'll just hate, and like I watched Pep.
But if we hadn't lost that Southampton game in the treble season, we wouldn't have won the treble.
Oh no, I get why, but you always think, really, of all the teams to lose to, that team with that manager and Charles, like, okay, all right, sure, yeah, madness, man, madness. But yeah, bring on tomorrow, and also Liverpool. Yeah. Well, Liverpool. The thing is, right, on Sunday, right? Liverpool are not as good people.
I think we'll beat Liverpool. I think we'll get beat tomorrow and then beat Liverpool.
Because Liverpool, if you watch Liverpool, right, they're not really that good this year. And people think, oh, I'm being salty. They're not. Look at Liverpool and watch them play. Salah has bailed them out so many games this season. And fair play, Salah. Player of the year for me. Player of the year, Salah, 100%. Goal assist one. But without him, mate, it'll probably be like third probably right now, or fourth. And that's where, for me, right, we have, if we were just better in certain games, mate, it could very easily be us still second right now. Fighting for that league title.
Yeah.
But the thing is, mate, it's 16 points. Like, for us, if you have a chance, mate, of getting a league title again, mate, it would need to be like Liverpool drop like 4 losses minimum to have a chance. And I've seen weird things in football, but I really cannot see Liverpool dropping that many points. I really can't see it. Oh, mate, you remember that one? That semi-final lost 1-0 to that Gareth Bale own goal, Fernando own goal, mate. Oh, God. That was painful. 1-0.
All we had to do was score.
And we couldn't score a brothel. Couldn't score a brothel. Oh,
all we had to do was score. And we'd have gone through on away goals.
So. Yeah. I'll mate, so do I. I think, right, if we got top 4 FA Cup, I'll take it. Happily take it. I think, you know what? Consider where we've been this season, how bad it's been. 1-30 at one point. FA Cup and top 4 sorted out. I'll take it. But yeah, but for me personally, it's all about just getting through. I think one game at a time, mate. Not like last year, one game at a time. One game at a time, just getting us through the rest of the season now. But yeah, I think we'll end it there now. Tomorrow, big game. I'm gonna go. Oh,
I'm not.
I don't know, mate. Because it could be like a whole different game. It could be them winning 3-1, us winning 3-1. Anything can happen tomorrow.
1-1.
I'll go 3-1 City.
Positive then.
I have a feeling that if he plays the right team, if Pep doesn't overthink it, plays Nico, plays the right team, Marmoush plays, I have a chance of winning. But early goal. No mucking about. Early goal. And Sunday, a free run again. I think we'll win
Sunday. Like I said, I don't think we'll go through tomorrow, but I do think we'll win Sunday.
But yeah, it's been good to have a podcast done. Big hope for the chat.
Good to see everyone again.
Mate, the fact, mate, next month, mate, is a year since it started out. A year next month. So they start doing new shows. Liverpool away, 1-1. That was the first game that we reviewed.
Was that the first one?
Liverpool away. And we're not far off now of 1K subs. It's mad. We're
nearly
6-7 away now. 6-7 away. Each one getting us close towards it. And to everyone who's supported us, tuning in over this almost 11 months now of doing content, we appreciate you all for what you've done.
Massively, yeah.
I know Danny's not here right now, but obviously when he's on soon, he'll obviously say it himself as well.
Yeah, he's just busy with work.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
I get it. It's not easy right now, especially with everything getting sorted out. But
it's just a pain in the arse.
Yeah, it is.
We'd all work for nothing if we could.
Oh man, we would, wouldn't we? We would. Big up the chat. Big up everyone for tuning in as always. I'm back tomorrow. I'm actually doing another watch along with Bevo. We did leg 1 last week. We'll do leg 2 this time anyway. And why not? Why not? It's been sort of see how we do. Big up the chat. Big up everyone. Hopefully we win tomorrow. And yeah, see you guys next week for another podcast. Till then, have a good rest of your week. Bring on tomorrow. Come on, City.
Have a good one, everyone. Cheers, mate.